Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful day in Auckland, New Zealand. And finally, it's match day. I'm going to be playing in my first competitive game since TST, since I was playing USL2 in the summer as well. And for the first time, I'm going to be playing for a team in a foreign country, which is a pretty weird thing still to even think about. But there's a little bit I need to get into as far as like what team I'm playing for today, what the day's going to look like, all that stuff. So let's just get into it. So like I mentioned in the last video, I had that pretty weird knee injury. Like I thought I tore something. I thought I was honestly super cooked. But then as you saw later in the video, I was training. I was able to do everything pretty well. And I've been training all this week. I haven't vlogged at all, but yeah, I've been training all this week. Training with the team every single session. Felt good, felt strong. Did have a little bit of pain when it was cold, but I think that's just natural when you have an injury like this. Yeah, things have been going well in training, and because of that, I'm going to be playing 45 minutes today with the reserve team of this club. Because actually, these guys haven't even seen me play like in an actual competitive game. Like we played a little bit 11-a-side in training, but they've never actually seen me play. And so I'm going to play 45 minutes with the reserve team, and then I'm going to be on the bench for the first team in the game today against Auckland United. Auckland United, definitely one of the bigger clubs in the league, in the country, to be honest. But yeah, still could be a very, very good game. Because like we saw in the Cup, we beat a team that we probably had no business beating. So anything can really happen in football, especially down here. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to finally getting out on the field, being able to show what I can do in a game environment in front of these guys. And then hopefully getting some minutes in the first team game, but I wouldn't be too sure on that. So right now it is 9:35 a.m. I'm going to be picked up at 11, but I got to walk over to the grocery store real quick just to get a couple food items, some stuff for breakfast, then eat a little bit. And then yeah, we'll get picked up and we'll head off to the field. It's going to be a long day because I believe my game is at 12:30, the reserve team game, and then the first team game is at something like 6 p.m. So I'm going to have a lot of time in between those games. So yeah, I'm not going to bring the camera. I'm not going to be vlogging the whole thing because, you know, it's I got a job to do, but I'm going to have my phone, so I'll try to get some clips here and there. And then obviously when I get the game footage, we'll break that all down. And yeah, should be a good day, should be a productive day. So let's get into it. All right, back from the little store run now. Just gonna eat this breakfast, and then it's gonna be time to head out. Gonna get picked up. Gonna be off to the match. Just wanted to show you real quick. I had to improvise with my breakfast a little bit. Didn't really have time to cook, so I got this peanut butter and jelly waffle with apple, orange, and a little bit of electrolytes, water as well. Decent little breakfast. Yeah, I'll catch you guys at the match. Yo, what up, guys? This game had no commentary over it, so I thought I would just pop in and just do a little bit of a voiceover, just going over my plays from this game specifically. I think going forward in like future videos, future games, I'm just gonna put in like the highlights of the game, maybe a few clips from my own play here and there. But if you're really interested in seeing like my match highlights, that kind of analysis, watch my short form videos because I do that all the time. Yeah, let's just get into the game. So this first clip here, the ball goes over the head of our wing back, and now I have to engage the winger 1v1 defending. I do a pretty good job, to be fair, and then I try to play it out wide, but it just doesn't quite connect. Then here, just the easy clearance with my thigh. It's a little bit awkward, but we're able to keep the ball, thankfully. Here, driven ball into the channel, really good pass, and our number 9 does a really good job to hold off his defender there. And he's in on goal. And then here they're trying to play out of the back, and I'm tight, super tight to my winger. We're playing a 3-back, and I have to stick with that winger, and I win that throw in. Well done. Here he turns me though this time. You know, that's part of the game. Sometimes you get beat, but I'm recovering really, really well. I get my body in front of the guy and I pass it back to the keeper. A little bit soft, but he clears it away. Then here, playing a line breaking pass, really good ball into the midfielder's feet. Nothing's on, so he plays it back to me. Really satisfying pass again. First time with the right foot back. Then here I have the ball, a little bit of pressure on me, just kind of turning out, seeing what's on. Nothing's on, so I just play it back to the other center back. Here, I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, the center back has the ball, plays it out to me, and then I play a long ball into the channel. Again, really good pass to pick out our 9, and those are my clips from the game. Yo guys, I'm back once again doing commentary over this game. I didn't expect to be doing this for this game, but yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with my commentary over this game because the actual stream footage wasn't accessible. Here they're playing a short corner, it's a good touch, he beats our defender, and to be honest, that's a good finish, but pretty soft defending. And I'm on the bench, by the way, at this point of the game because I played the reserve game this morning. But yeah, I am on the bench, so I might come on later. Spoiler alert. Here they whip a ball into the box, and they actually score, but this goal gets ruled off for offside, I assume. I'm not really sure what happened. It looked pretty clean to me, but it got pulled back. And then here another corner and another goal. So it's 2-0 now to Auckland United, and yeah, we're not in a good spot. You can kind of see the rain is pouring down a little bit. It was kind of on and off, or it'd be dumping down for a little bit. Here's our center back, Jordan. He plays a great ball into Cody. Gets out of his feet, a little bit lucky with that deflection, but it just loops perfectly into the back of the net. And we go into the halftime down 2-1, but to be honest, they were definitely all over us. You can see on the far side there, I'm making my debut. I come on around the 75th minute, playing left wing back, which is a little unnatural for me, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Here we hoof the ball up the field, and our number 9 is on the end of it. He does a good job just to kind of battle, get the ball there. Then our 8 lays it off to me, and I score with my first touch. Again, a lucky deflection, but hey, you got to be there, right place, right time. And I finally break my goal-scoring drought. It had been years since I scored an open play goal. Yeah, that felt really good. Made it 2-2 with my first touch in New Zealand men's football. I mean, that's crazy. But here, one of the last plays of the game, they get a break down their left-hand side, our right side. Does a good job to beat his man. He swings the ball in, and I have no idea how he got on the end of that. To be fair, it's a good finish. I think I said it was jammy in my recap video, but yeah, he did really well to get on the end of that. Scores the winner, and Aura farms on the celly. So yeah, that's tough. We end up losing the match 3-2. I mean, got a goal on my debut, so we'll take that. But yeah, really, really unfortunate to lose, but you know, we just got to keep pushing and improve after this. All right, so I'm just out on my morning walk right now, although it's more like a midday walk at this point. But you know, on game days, I don't like to do a whole lot physically. I kind of just like to chill, but I didn't want to just sit there and do nothing, and nor do I ever really do that. I feel lethargic and I feel slow if I just sit on the couch all day. It's not a great idea. So I just go on a walk for about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much time I have, depending on what the weather's like. Still not really used to this New Zealand winter weather. Definitely missing Southern California, which is just perfect year-round. I really can't wait to go back to that weather. But yeah, I'm just walking at the park local to where I live. I think I've showed you guys this spot before. There's actually some rugby games going on over there. That's pretty interesting. I've never actually seen rugby being played in person. You know, in the United States, we just don't really have rugby. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna walk a little bit more, maybe about 15 to 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna find a little bench or something like that so we can break down the game tonight, because this is a massive game. Obviously, with relegation and with how the culture is, how the system is here, it's completely different to anything like I've ever experienced in my life, in my professional career, my college career, anything like that. So there's a lot of factors going into tonight's game specifically that are worth discussing, so I will bring that up as well. All right, we're back now. Home sweet home. I figured what better place to break down the game than my humble abode. And also there were a bunch of kids running around, and I don't want to get caught with a case walking around with a camera filming. You guys can see on the table, I might pop it up on the screen somewhere. We're currently second from bottom, and the bottom 2 get relegated, but it's all very tight in those last 4 to 5 spots. And like I said, the team we're playing, West Coast Rangers, are 1 spot above us. So if we win this game, we'll leapfrog them in the table and be out of the relegation zone with then another 5 or so games left in the league. So that in itself already makes this a tricky game and a very important game. But something else happened that is going to factor into this game being even more of a big game. For me, anyway. So I've been working really hard in training. Obviously, I scored the goal last week, and I've definitely earned my spot in the team, I'd say. And as you guys know, I normally play as a center back, central defender, usually on that left side. So in our system, we play a back 3, so I would be like that left center back. But unfortunately, our left wing back, our main sort of starter in that position, got injured in training 2 days before the match. So it's looking like I'm going to have to start and play the majority of the game at left wing back, which is something that I haven't really done run for over 90 minutes in quite a while. I mean, I've played left back, I've played center back, obviously, but wing back is kind of like a totally different position. It's a lot of running, which I definitely think I can handle. I've been working super hard on my fitness. I'm pretty fit for a center back, especially. It's just a different kind of profile, you know. I feel like a lot of my strengths are like you've seen in some of my highlight videos, like line breaking passes, defending in the back third, you know, whereas this is a lot more getting forward, 1v1s, taking players on, getting balls into the box. Hopefully today we can keep it a little bit tighter and just see out the game, get the 3 points, and hopefully I put in a solid 90-minute shift at wing back. Alright guys, I actually just woke up from a little power nap, felt really good. I'm feeling really fresh. I just wanted to show you guys one final thing before I go. Like I mentioned, I'm playing wing back, so I'm going to be running an absolute ton. And at TST, I met someone who works for an amazing company, an amazing brand. It's called Beyond Pulse. Essentially, they have these belts, which have these little pods in here that track a lot of your statistics when you're running, like your distance covered, your heart rate, different zones, different kind of load management that you should be basically operating at throughout the week during training. I've been wearing this whole week during training, tracking my stats and just seeing like how hard I'm pushing myself, how much like force I'm exerting, and it's actually really interesting to look at and just to have this information in front of me so I can really see like how hard I'm actually working. And given the fact that I'm going to be working very hard tonight, I figured I'm going to wear this in the game as well, and I'm going to show you guys some of the stats. If you're interested, definitely check out Beyond Pulse because this is really simple. You basically just strap it on like a belt underneath your shirt, and there's an app you can download to view all your stats, to sync all your data. Like I said, super easy. I figured it out in like less than 5 minutes. But yeah, it's about that time to get ready and head over to the match, so I'll catch you guys after. Hopefully we can get this dub, avoid relegation, and put on a good performance for the team. So let's get it, boys.
Rooney, number 18, Xavier Maddox, number 19, Braden O'Neill, Tim Whistles, and Ethan Holder.
There we're kicked off. Fencible starting here, going right to the left.
Here's Lang McConnell.
Great turn there from him.
Looks like he was fouled, but referee says play on. Here's Braden O'Neill. Ball played to the back post. It's a good one. Great save from the West Coast Rangers goalkeeper, but
It's in front of him, but that's closed down by Josh Armand. It works back to Grubasic.
Xavier Maddox finds O'Neill. Does well to find Maddox again down the left-hand side in space.
Lovely flick on from O'Neill. Maddox, that stops defender. Searching for space, but he can't. Ball flicked in. Lane McConnell got it now. Flicks that last Austin Barnes.
And there he is, Braden O'Neill. Found his second goal for Fencibles in his first start. What an impact he's made.
Yeah, he's been great in this first half. Linky played really well on this left-hand side. And it was almost a copycat goal of the goal he scored against Western Springs. So his ball wouldn't quite get in. And that's his second yellow card for the substitute. Josh Turner is off the West Coast, and that changes things drastically here. Yeah, chips the ball in, but Lane McConnell was just next to him, looking to hold the ball up, but not quite in the box. And Nicholas Farini looks like he's taking a shot to the face, but play will continue. And it's in the back of the goal for Jack Butterfield, but
Fencibles fans not happy as they saw Nicholas Farini go down, and
yeah, it looked like he took a shot to the face, but it looks like a slip from the West Coast player. He's gone straight through the Fencibles player. And that's full time here at River Hills as the players fall to their feet. A tough battle here in the Northern League, but the points are shared.
Yo, so I literally just recorded my whole thoughts, my breakdown of the game, everything like that, but I realized I forgot to show you guys something really important. So with the power of editing, I'm going to go back in time and show you guys this first before I break down the game. Obviously, as you guys know, like I said, I was wearing my Beyond Pulse tracker in this game, and some of the stats were really interesting, so I'm just gonna pull out my phone, break them down, and show you guys some of the numbers because I think it's pretty crazy. And if you guys want, there's gonna be a link in my profile somewhere where you can get one of these Beyond Pulse devices for yourself because it's really insightful and it'll help you a lot with like load management, things like that, if you can understand the data. So my total time with my heart rate being above 80% was 88 minutes, which is pretty crazy. This one's pretty interesting. Low intensity 22%, medium intensity 45%, high intensity 28%, and then max intensity 5%. Distance, we had 10 1,760 meters, which is 10.76 kilometers for all the math nerds out there. So yeah, some pretty interesting data, and I definitely recommend you guys check out Beyond Post for yourself. This app is super easy to use. Definitely check it out if you guys can, but yeah, let's get back to my breakdown and closing out this video. Alright, what up boys? We're back from the game. I can't even remember if I debriefed after the Auckland United game where I scored my first goal in, man, my first open play goal in what feels like forever, like it's been years. You know, I think the last time I would have scored an open play goal would have been around like the time I was playing for Temecula FC. Like I didn't score any goals in college. None. Playing for Capo and Nisa last year, didn't score even at TST. But yeah, to lose that game was pretty disheartening. So I don't think I did a recap after. I don't even remember. But like, it's cool to score a goal and to like score the equalizer with probably my first touch like in New Zealand, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, we lost that game, so didn't really get to celebrate too much. But tonight's game, we just played West Coast Rangers, who we really needed to beat. It's not like do or die quite yet, but man, if we win that game, it puts us in such a better position. They're still 1 point ahead of us now, and we're in the relegation zone. It's pretty much realistically going to come down between us and West Coast Rangers for who gets relegated, unless Manarewa does a madness and climbs out of the zone. But they have like a negative 30 goal difference, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. But hey, it seems like it's becoming a bit of a trend, me scoring goals. It's almost a carbon copy of the goal I scored last week. But yeah, like I've said, the team comes first, and we didn't lose, but we tied the game, and it definitely, like, it feels like a loss. You know, it's one of those, because we were up 1-0, they had a red card. We really should have done more with that position, but we turned off. We were so flat in the second half, and you would think watching that game, if you watched it live, that we were the team that were playing with 10 men, just the way the game was going, and the fact that they scored while we had an extra player is like, that can't happen. You really can't let that stuff happen. But hey, 2 goals in 2 games, you know, it's gonna look good on the stats. And that's something, you know, I'll remember forever. Like when this is all said and done, my playing career is all done, I'll be able to say, hey, remember the time I hopped on a plane, went to New Zealand, played in the first division, and scored 2 goals in 2 games. That was something. And that's really what I'm doing all this for the experience, to enjoy playing football, to experience new things. It's been tough at times, and I hope to maybe capture that more in videos going forward. Like it's not super easy being away from everybody, being away from my girlfriend, my family, my friends, and just like you see in the videos, a lot of the time is just me in this room, like working on my laptop, working on my phone. Obviously I'm doing training, I'm working out when I can, I'm doing extra fitness, extra stuff. I'm kind of rambling at this point, but let this be a lesson to all you guys that you can't quit until there's no other option. You know, like even going into TST before, I really wanted to just, I was at a point where I wanted to pack it in. I had 3 contracts fall through, and that was brutal. And if I quit then, I would have never experienced this. I would have never had the 2 goals in 2 games. I would have never been out here in New Zealand just living this life, man. It's a crazy one. I'm so glad to have all of you to enjoy this journey with me. I'm done glazing all of you. I'm done glazing myself. We're going to call it there. Hopefully in the next video we are able to pick up the results a little bit. Hopefully I can continue this crazy scoring streak, but don't bet anything on it, because that's not a safe bet. Those are my first 2 goals in however long. So appreciate every single one of you that watches the videos, subscribes, follows, everything, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.